So today we are going to learn about Git and GitHub. So what basically is Git is a version control system, free and open source. Okay, what is a version control system? Version control system is basically in which we compare changes, push our multiple track of the same versions of our files. For example, we edited some file tomorrow. We have to edit some file tomorrow. We are editing some file yesterday. We had some made some changes yesterday, but cannot get to that changes using control F. Okay. So Git is our savior in that case. So Git lets us track our original file changes and push it somewhere. Okay, we will see where it pushes. So two types of version control system are there: centralized and distributed. Okay, centralized helps you keep track and synchronize files. Distributed is distributed version control system like doing at same time and some distributed bugs. So what is GitHub? Git is not same as GitHub. Git is a command line tool which as GitHub is web-based hosting service for Git repositories. We will see what repository is, but you can understand GitHub is a graphical user interface. Okay, GitHub is a graphical user interface. So I have told you that it's not same as GitHub. Git is a service. Git is a software. GitHub is a service. GitHub is a web-based host cloud service in which we can store multiple repositories. Repository which we you know what is it repository. Git is a command line tool and GitHub is a graphical user interface. I have told you. Okay. So these are some Git commands we will get to know because Git is a command line tool. So we will be using some commands. You have to install the Git in your local system using the Git. So now talking about repositories. What is a repository? A repository is a folder type structure containing all your required files. In this you can see shell.com is a repository and these are multiple folders. Okay. These are folders and repository with this name. I will show you a map what is a repository in the GitHub. I will show you. Some useful Git commands are git clone, add, commit, push, pull, clone, and these commands are some useful commands you have to know. So let's see the practical demo of these commands. Yes. So now, as you can see, this is a GitHub profile. We have to log into GitHub using email or something. And you can see these are multiple repositories. OPR, chess game, portfolio, car project, new project, resource, schema, servers. These are multiple projects which are known as repositories. I open one chess game as a repository and it has multiple folders. Multiple folders have also some folders inside it and files. Okay, you can see index.html and so. So first command was git clone. How can you clone? So clone, you have to copy this clipboard. Okay, so when you copy this, so as you copied that command, okay, so after that, you have to open your terminal. This is your terminal. So command is git clone and the link you have pasted. Okay, from the repository. Now pressing enter. You can see cloning into system and the repo has been cloned. You can see the content, match and all has been saved into a local computer from that repository before cloning a command. Now we will see how can you push it to GitHub. Okay, so how can you push it to GitHub? Okay, we will see. Oh, now let's delete this and clear the terminal. Let's make a simple index.php file. Let's write something like console.log right there. Okay. So firstly, what's the step for pushing it to GitHub? First step is initializing a empty Git repository, Git init. With the help of this command, we will initialize an empty Git repository. As you can see, initialize empty Git repository. Okay. After this command, you have to add this file into the repository. You can add this file using name, but if you will have multiple names, it will get difficult for you. So you can use this command git add dot, which will use your entire file into push your entire file into the repository. Okay. After git add dot, we have to use the command git commit. What does do? Let's give the message so that the user can identify. Okay, user can identify what type of things you have made. Okay, like I can give made a new file so that user can identify what changes you have been made in this repository. So I have made a new file, git commit minus n, and now get commit minus n we have done. Now we can see the git log. You can see the git log. This is the commit message, and this is the commit ID. You can see author, the time. You can all see this. Okay. So after this step, you have to go to GitHub. Let's go to GitHub. As you came to this GitHub, you should go to your profile, repositories, new, and give a short name like tutorial. Okay, so you can give some description, make it public, private, your choice, and readme will go and create a repository. After repository, you can see the command. We don't have to, like, you can copy all the command once and run this, you will directly push it. But we have seen the commands earlier, so like we have added this command only. Get remote and origin. So after copying this command, now let's go to our VS Code terminal and put it as it is. Put as it is. Run the next command with me. Git push origin branch. It's a branch name. So currently we are in which branch? We can see this with the help of git status on branch name. So we have to push origin and the branch name. Branch name is main branch. Push origin name. Okay. After pushing or into main branch, let's see what happened to the GitHub. Let's go to the GitHub, refresh this. Can you see some change? Index.js we have made is now based on the GitHub, like it has been hosted there. Okay. So you can make multiple changes to it and add it accordingly. Like we will add, so let's make some change. Like console dot log new line as it. So now what's the step so that this will be seen on that GitHub dashboard. Same steps are there. Follow with me. You don't have to initialize empty repository because it has to be initialized only once. Now it does not have to be empty because you have made some change. So you have to follow this command git add dot, give it a commit message, see the log, you can see the status on your sites, and now push origin to your branch. You don't have to repeat this step also. So first command was git add, followed by git commit message. Commit message is new line added. After this, you have to directly push origin and the branch name. Branch name was main branch. After this command, let's see what is the change we have made on the GitHub dashboard. So refreshing this, we can see to commit message. We will see. And once we open, you can see new line added. Okay, you got to know how to push it to GitHub. You can see the commit messages also, new line added and with a new file. Okay, so now let's go to our new topic, branching. It's an important concept for pull requests and solving multiple conflicts also we will see. So let's go there. Let's open new terminal for this. So branching. Firstly, the branch in which branch we are using a branch we can know. Basically, there is only one branch. So we are currently in main branch. But we want to make new branch. You can do it with the help of git checkout dash and the branch name, new branch. Okay. What's the feature of what's the purpose of making a new branch? So new branch can be made for like adding various changes and pushing it to the GitHub. So when we are working on a team, multiple pull requests can be made by your friends and your teammates so that you can merge all those branches into a single file. Okay. So this is the feature of the branch. So let's see how we can make a pull request. We have seen how to make a new branch using the git checkout -b new branch. This is the command and how can now you make a pull request. Okay. So let's add some more line like console dot rock new branch. Okay. What's the step after this? Same step. Git add dot give it the commit message, commit -1 and commit message new branch. You can you can give it any feature you are adding on anything, but commit message has to be like a perfect commit message so that a user can understand. After this, you have to push git push origin and the branch name you are working on. New branch. Okay. After you have pushed, okay. After you have pushed this to a new branch, let's see what's the status of a GitHub repository. Uh, let's go there. And you can see new branch had recent pushes. Like we are trying to make a pull request into this repository. This is the compare and pull requests. You have to click. Okay. Give it a decent title and add as much add much descriptive you can. Like add multiple features you have added, like screenshot, or you can add video, etc. After this, you have to make a pull request. Create pull request. Okay. This was your task in the open source repository. But like we are the maintainer and we have made the pull request, so we can merge it by yourself. In open source repository, the maintainer have to merge. You will not get the option of merging. Like we are the maintainer for this one, so we can merge. So after seeing the changes, let's see the change. Git log console.log new branch has been added. Let's move to our VS Code and see if this change has been made to a main branch also or not. Okay, because we are currently main branch and we can see the changes has been made. So let's see the changes has been made there also or not. Currently, in which branch we are? How can we check? Using Git branch. We are currently in new branch. Okay, this green color indicates we are currently in new branch. So how can we go to a main branch? Go check out main. Okay, we have switched to a main branch. Can you see some changes? Let's go to our new branch. New branch. See the changes. Okay, after hitting enter, this was the overall structure in the GitHub. But as we go into our main branch, to check out main, you can see we have not updated yet. So how to get updated the main branch? You can use the command git pull the changes from the GitHub, pull origin and the branch name, main branch. Can you see the changes? We have pulled it from the GitHub to the main branch. So this was about branching and pulling the new features from the main branch into a local repository, local computer. So life is not okay. There are multiple conflicts which occurs when we push it to when we make a pull request. Okay, it's known as merge conflicts. I will make this. Okay, we have seen the branches, get login, commit message. You have to give a proper commit message. It's very helpful. This I was like, it's not always that you will not get your branch will easily merge. Mostly in open source code bases, merge conflicts which will always occur. Okay, what are merge conflicts? Merge conflicts are basically when two branches are added and have the same changes on the same line. The merge conflicts get occur. Okay, so how can you improve the merge conflict? We will see practically. Let's see. Let's first see the status of our GitHub repo. This where this was a repository. Yes, this was a file. So this is a final GitHub script repo. So now let's go to VS Code and see how the merge conflict occurs. Practically, we will see this. Okay. So now, firstly, check how many branches we have. Let's make two more branches. Let's check out dash B branch one. Let's check out dash B branch two. Currently, can you tell in which branch we are? We are currently in branch two. Can check it with get branch. We are in branch two. Okay. Let's add some changes. Console.log branch two. Okay. And now we have to push this. How to push? We have to do the command. Firstly, we have to add git add dot. Same commands are there. Git add, git commit dash add. Let's name the commit message as branch two for this time. Okay. Git, you can see the logs, but I'm directly pushing it to GitHub. Git push origin and the branch name branch two. I have pushed this to GitHub. I will let you know. Now let's go to a branch one. Okay. Currently we were on branch two, but let's go to branch one. How can we go? I have told you the command git checkout branch one. We have switched to main branch and you can see the status like there was one line added, but it had been removed automatically when switched to a main branch. Like in branch one, let's add some line in the same line we are adding. Okay, noted. Console.log branch one. Okay, this also we have to push. What's the step? Same steps. Git add, git commit, dash one, branch one. Okay. Now push it to origin, push origin and branch one. Okay. We have pushed the both branches to GitHub. Now let's see the GitHub repository. Can you see that two pull requests has been made? Okay. So now let's make a one pull request. Okay. Make one pull request. It was of branch one. Okay. You can see branch one. And being a maintainer now merge this pull request. And from this merge. And now make this also pull request. This is of branch two. Okay. And while merging, you can see this branch has conflicts. What does this mean? When conflicting file is index.ts. When we click on resolve conflicts, you can see while merging branch 2, it has conflicts. We have to resolve the conflicts of branch 2. Now let's go to VS Code. You can see what's the change. Right, it was made on same line. Now it has been made as main branch. Okay. So now let's go to our VS Code. Hmm. Let's go to our second branch, branch 2, because it is causing much conflicts. We are branch 2. Now let's pull this. Pull. We have to pull the changes we have made in GitHub. Pull origin and main branch. We have to pull the main branch. As soon as you push, can you see? This was the change that the main branch has been made, and this was the change you have been made. Okay. But you can remove this line first. Remove these lines and this. Then move accordingly these both line because it's all in the same line. Okay. So you can move this line downwards and just move this line upward or remain as it is. Okay. Now let's push this. What's the command? Get dot committing the message, commit message, resolved conflicts. Okay. After that, push origin branch to this system origin branch to push origin branch to. Okay. We have pushed the branch to. Now let's see the GitHub. Let's say refresh. Can you see much conflict has been gone because it's not the changes made in same line. So it's not causing the much conflicts. So now the maintainer will merge it and confirm the merge. Can you see both has been merged? Let's see our index.js file. Branch two, branch one. Is it looking like that in our VS Code? Like see the VS Code. Yes, it is looking like our VS Code file. Let's go to our main branch. Which branch we are in? Branch two. Let's go to our main branch. Okay, we are in main branch. We can see the changes have not been made in our computer. So let's pull the changes. Pull origin on main lines. After pulling, you can see the changes have been successfully pulled from the GitHub. So this was all the pull requests, merge conflicts, branching, and all. Okay, these are useful concepts. So now let's see the slides. This was the merge conflict which we have solved. Merge conflict usually occurs when we are working in a team and same line has been made a change, and pushing while merging the second pull request, it causes the merge conflicts. Okay, yeah, you have solved merge conflicts. If you don't get pull before making changes, you are gonna have a bad time. Okay, you have seen like we had pulled it from the GitHub because the changes were not seen. We have pulled it from GitHub. So this also we have solved. So these node modules, as you know, are basically bundles or packages, multiple like libraries you have seen. Like I will show you. If I open one repository, not repo, mm, let's open repo. Okay, I'm opening another file for let it be just can we see this folder? These are it. Okay. If you take a look at these folders, this node module, this is bundles of folders inside it. We don't want to push it to GitHub because these are so big and these sometimes contain some sensitive information also. Okay, so how can we do it? We can do it using location. Yes. So I told about node modules. So we can push all unwanted files in the .git ignore file. So when adding it the repository, it will not be added in the files which are in .git ignore. But a .ignore file, let me show you an example. So if you go in just here and you go to frontend for C, you can see .git ignore file. It has multiple like logs, node modules, okay, some disk folders and etc. So these are automatically being made when you make a initial empty repository. Okay, when there are node modules, these are automatically made, or you can make it and add node modules inside the dot get ignored because we don't want to make so much bundles of a file into a Git repository. Okay, yes. So this was a basic intro for Git and GitHub. There are many more advanced commands, but this is a useful commands for daily. Thank you.